The New York Giants finally further addressed the quarterback position for this offseason. Jameis Winston was the first quarterback they signed. It was like a 2-year, $8 million contract. And it was looking like he was going to get the reins, and it was going to be a rookie quarterback behind him, developing and learning, maybe a Shedeur Sanders. But the Giants doubled down and signed Russell Wilson to a 1-year, $10 million contract. Now, Russell Wilson obviously isn't the long-term plan, and it does get dicey signing 2 veteran quarterbacks that could be starting options for you, and then drafting a quarterback, having a deep quarterback room. But people are saying, the Giants want to take as many darts at the board until they get it right. So I don't see Shedeur Sanders being in the fold for them at pick 3. And if they don't take him at pick 3, the Browns will take him at pick 2. Shedeur Sanders, there's a prediction he could slide. I think Russell Wilson, at the very least, gives the Giants a huge improvement at the quarterback position. Now the Giants have at least a top 20 quarterback in the NFL for the first time in a while. Danny Dimes was never that. Even the season that, they went to the playoffs and they won a playoff game, the season he got a bag for, he was not that. The numbers suggest otherwise. People think, he was in that fringe top 15, top 20. Some people, Vanilla Vic, they were running with that, but nah, he was never a top 20 quarterback. Russell Wilson, at the very least, gives you that. Even in his full season with Denver, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3,000 yards. When the Steelers had a healthy offensive line, when the Steelers had Pickens healthy, Russell Wilson in 11 games, he was cooking. 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, almost 2,500 yards passing. The offense was humming. The moon balls to Pickens, Calvin Austin, the tight end Pat, the offense collectively was better, and the passing attack was there. They were able to push the ball downfield, just not in the middle. So he'll be a huge upgrade in this Giants offense. The Giants offense, potentially skill position-wise, might be better than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Malik Nabers is a top 5 receiver in the NFL potential-wise. This last season, his rookie season, he put up historic numbers with Drew Lock at quarterback. And he's the reason why they can't get a Cam Ward. That's the guy they would want at pick 1. Put up great numbers with Drew Lock. Put up great numbers with, Danny Dimes. With terrible quarterback play, he had a fantastic rookie season. All signs are pointing to him being one of the best receivers in the NFL. He might be the best weapon Russell Wilson has ever had. He's better than Pickens. He's better than Doug Baldwin, better than Jermaine Kearse, better than Tyler Lockett, better than DK. Malik Nabers is going to be a deep threat for Russell Wilson. Those two are going to feed off each other. And he's the best quarterback option Malik Nabers has had so far in the NFL. Not saying much, but that's the case. Wan'Dale Robinson's decent. Jalen Hyatt. Russell Wilson was saying to Jalen Hyatt, you weren't used to your potential yet. He's going to get that out of him. Deep balls to Jalen Hyatt. Expect him to be more productive this next season. So the receiver room for the Giants isn't as bad. Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, like I said, in the slot. Theo Johnson's solid tight end. Tyron Tracy at the running back position. Singletary backing him up. I really like what the Giants have. The offensive line is a little better too. Andrew Thomas, when he's healthy, he's a legitimate top left tackle in the NFL. Their offensive line might be better than the Steelers, so Russell Wilson will be really productive this year. They have a terrible schedule though. They have the hardest schedule in the NFL. They got the Cowboys, Eagles twice a year, Washington twice a year. The Eagles and Washington, the 2 teams that were in the NFC Championship game, Green Bay, Minnesota, Kansas City, the Chargers, the 49ers, Detroit, Denver, the Chicago Bears. The Raiders aren't going to be no slouch next year. The only easy game you could see is probably the Saints. The Patriots, they're going to be a lot better next year, but there's no games on here that you could say are clear wins. But Russell Wilson will give you, at the very least, an opportunity to be closer to 500. With that schedule and a rookie quarterback, that could have been trouble. They could have ruined a rookie quarterback with that schedule starting out the gates. Good quarterback play takes you a long way. Brian Daboll and the Giants GM, they're fighting for their lives. This is, their last season, their last chance. I'm interested to see how things go, but I think Russell Wilson legitimately gives them a better chance. Malik Nabers is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting with him. I think he's going to have a huge year. I think Russell Wilson, like I said, with the weapons, offensive line, he can have a 4,000-yard passing season if he plays all 17 games with 20, almost 30 passing touchdowns. The schedule is tough, like I said, but yeah, let's see how dangerous it could get in New York. Let's see if Mr. Unlimited could cook with these weapons. Regardless, though, a quarterback room with Jameis Winston, and Russell Wilson, it's going to be entertaining to watch, especially in New York. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.